What's up there, guys? Dibalen Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel. Football from the fans' perspective, we are doing a review by Kaizer Chiefs versus Baroka. 1-1 draw, a very frustrating game. I won't be too much. I'm just going to speak about what we learned in the game, and a few things in the game, and then that will be all. For me, it's a very frustrating game. Very frustrating. The fact that we drew the game, it's so much of a consoling moment, but the entire game, 90% of the game was very frustrating for me. And so I mentioned in my preview the few things that make this game very important. First, the point difference. We only 2 points apart between us and Baroka. So if Baroka wins, they're going to be on top of us. And we need to win this game, secondly, because we need to cement our position in the top 8. We don't have to be in and out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We need to be cement our position in the top 8, look to compete for higher positions. And that is why that's what made this game a very much of a must-win game for Kaizer Chiefs. Another thing that made this game very important was the history between Kaizer Chiefs and Baroka. The recent history, the Kambala moment of the 5th of September, when we lost the game against Baroka and we lost the league. I mean, we didn't lose the game, we drew the game, but we lost the league. We drew the game against Baroka, we lost the league. The Kambala moment happened, and since then the team went south, to be honest, and Gavin Hunt had to come in, had to pick up the pieces. So this game, specifically against Baroka, to me it was sort of, we need to win against Baroka so that we bury, the nightmares of last season, and we look like a team. We need to look like a team that is willing, that is back into competition, that is back into competing in the PSL. That thing didn't happen. The build-up, players look like they know, they understand that we need to win against Baroka. We understand what they did against us. Kyrean Baccus was speaking on it, and it looked like we're in the same wavelength with the players. We understand what it means to win against Baroka, what it means to win against Baroka. But no, it was not about it. It was not about it. It was not about to happen. The previous games against Baroka, it was draws, 1-0 draw, 1-1 draw. I mean, 0-0 draw, 1-0 lose, 1-0 win. So we were supposed to come into this game and sort of, make a statement. Whether we're above Baroka or below Baroka, we lose. If we lose, we win. If we lose, we win. But yeah, it was just a continuation of what has been happening between Kaizer Chiefs and Baroka. There's always been a frustrating fixture, still frustrating even this season. That is what made this game even much more frustrating to me. In the lineup, the coach Akpay as a keeper, right back Ngezana, 2 center backs Akum and Matoo, and left back Zulu Kamakeba. And the coach says there was an issue with the defense, we need to improve. To be honest, there was no issue with that defense. It was just one mistake that was punished, that was always coming because of how we performed in that game. The whole thing was an issue around the tactics of the coach, around the setup of the team. In the midfield, Cardoso the Rock, next to him Manyama, who gave us the worst performance. I think is my favorite player in Kaizer Chiefs, but his performance has been very bad. Specifically in this game. The previous performances, I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, like the coach has given him the benefit of the doubt, and I was willing to defend him even when there was a lot of critics against him, around him, and we were there to so but the guy has not performed extremely bad. Right now, proves the point. Junior Kanye was correct. Tsovilaga is also correct. The guy has to pick up. Guy has to lift up his socks. The guy has to perform better. If he's a senior player, he's a player that is coming from overseas. Senior player in Kaizer Chiefs, once won player of the season. His performance in this game against Baroka was very bad. Just gave some sort of justification as to why people are very critical around him. Then right wing Frosler, left wing Mashiane, who didn't have a bad game. Happy didn't have a bad game. The game was just bad altogether for Kaizer Chiefs. Then Nobo just behind Nukovic. And yeah, that was the lineup. The first half of the game, very frustrating. Kaizer Chiefs set back. Baroka was attacking. Only Baroka looked like they are trying to do something, to be honest. We didn't combine a single, didn't combine touches. No, nothing more than 5 touches in the first half. Very worrying. Same thing that happened with the games against Swallows, the game against Supersport, the game against what was it? Was Leopards, the game against Arrows. Same thing. We sort of rolled back into that, you know. And that is the side, that's the thing that we thought is the thing of the past, and the coach brought it back right now. And it's not about the players, entirely on the coach. The tactics of the coach were very bad. First half, aerial football, throw in football back into the basketball football. And it doesn't work. And it will never work. It never worked for us last season. It will never work going forward. If you hope, Gavin Hunt, you're going to just throw in Manyama and not Manyama, I mean Mato will just flick the ball and then something will happen. No, it won't happen. If you think you're going to cross and then Nukovic will hold on and play second ball, it's not going to work. The way Baroka dealt with it was very simple. Both in the first half and the second half. They allow it. If you throw in the ball, Masuluga comes out, collects the ball. If you cross the ball, Masuluga comes out, collects the ball, because first is the tallest on the pitch, and also the keeper can use his hands. If Masuluga cannot come out, the defense allows Nukovic to flip the ball. They just prepared. They collect the ball, they pass the ball, they look into, attacking and posing some threats against Kaizer Chiefs. To be honest, Baroka was well prepared. The strategy of aerial football, they were well prepared for it. Everything, you can see, it was well rehearsed. The way Masuluga dealt with everything, well rehearsed, and the coach continued with it in the second half. First 45 minutes up until second half, from the 45th minute up until the 60th minute, the Kaizer Chiefs team implemented the same thing. Very frustrating. To be honest, very frustrating. Then Baroka gets a chance in the 52nd minute. Masuluga just crosses the ball, flicks in, Mato loses the duel, and then we're caught, with our guard down, goal from Baroka. And from then, to me, to be honest, from then, that's when I thought it's over for Kaizer Chiefs. If Baroka had a keeper like Chipazes, it was going to be very easy for Baroka. You sleep the whole game, you always fall down, slow down the game until the end of the game. Unfortunately, they couldn't do that. Then on the 75th minute, to say that this coach knows what works for us, what doesn't work for us. Introduces Zuma, introduces Kyrean Baccus, Manyama out, because he knew he's not doing well, Manyama. First minute up until the 60th minute, he was not supposed to be into that game. Did very bad. Darren Machek was not supposed to be out of that game for Manyama in the first place. If Darren Machek is out, he was supposed to be out for Kyrean Baccus. Manyama very bad when he's playing deep. So the changes, to be honest, they made a huge difference in the game. We started seeing the game, flowing. Difference in the game. No more crosses, no more long balls, no more throw-ins, no more basketball, no more aerial ball. Boys started playing the ball. On the side of Zuma and Zulu, more especially on the left-hand side, very progressive, touches and touches. Zuma comes in, makes things happen, cuts in, very easy. And looked like we're going to score. Yes, we didn't score. And then, goal came in the 75 minutes, 75 minutes, around then. Goal came in, a flick on by Castro, collects it properly, Frostline, and cuts in, and then an own goal. But to be honest, around that time, around those minutes, Kaizer Chiefs looked like a team that is going to score. So the goal was always, to me, it was always, coming, it was always there for us. And whether it's on goal, whether it's what, for me, I don't care. The goal was always coming, and I was happy that we had a goal. And I was hoping, even after the goal, before the goal, we looked like a team that is willing to play football, that is willing, Kyrean Baccus, Nsholo Zuma did very well for us. And they changed the game. And those are things that we want. And those are things that we ask ourselves to say, why are these guys not playing? Why is Kyrean Baccus not given a chance? Why is this guy Zuma not given a chance when clearly the guy is good, when clearly the guy can perform, when clearly every time the guy is into the game, something happens. He's willing to give Kaizer Chiefs something, going forward. Why Manyama always plays, I don't know. So that is the summary of the game according to me. Second half, first half, almost the same thing until the 75th minute when we played like a team. Things we learned, the first thing, the inconsistencies, they continue. Inconsistencies, first half here, second half here. First half here, second half here. Why? I don't know. Everything, to be honest, lies with the coach. Everything lies with the coach. Inconsistencies is the coach that is responsible for that. The second thing that we learned, the lineup was very bad. Lineup was a mismatch. Playing Riff Rosler on the flank as a winger didn't pay off for us. These crosses didn't pay off for us. Playing Manyama deep, it doesn't work. On any day, any minute, any hour, it doesn't work. If you think Manyama is good, better when he plays forward as a winger, better when he plays next to Nukovic, to the strikers. But deep is very bad. It's a bad one. Can't beat a man, can't cross, can't play short balls. It just does not make sense. Can't play through balls. It didn't make sense why the man was there. So Gavin Hunt almost cost us out the game. Another thing that we learned is Manyama, very bad, needs to up his game. Last thing that we learned in the game is that the basketball thing does not work. Gavin Hunt has to improve, has to see what we see as well, that the boys can play football. Let the boys play football. Let Kaizer Chiefs lose playing football. Let us win playing football. It's very hurtful to watch Kaizer Chiefs playing nonsense and we draw a game or we lose the game playing nonsense. It's very frustrating. It is much more better to see the team playing better. We lose if we lose, we win if we win. But playing better. We can't play the same thing. Like, we can't play the way we played against Baroka. To be honest, it's very bad. Game against Baroka, tell me, do you think Cape Town City is better than Baroka? No. Think Stellenbosch is much more better than Baroka in playing football? No. Think Amazulu better than Baroka? No. But why did we play the way we played against Baroka? I don't understand. Why did the coach change tactics? I don't understand. And to be honest, the coach has to do better. These are the things that make us to be very questionable, very critical on Gavin Hunt. Changes the lineup, no need to change the lineup. Changes the lineup. Changes the tactics, no need to change the tactics. We don't know why he changed the tactics, why he went back to the aerial football, why he went back to the crosses, we don't know. But anyway, for me, we can't go to Orlando Pirates game looking this way. Game against Orlando Pirates is going to be very difficult for Kaizer Chiefs, to be honest. I'm not looking forward for the derby. I'm thinking we're going to lose. I know a derby does not depend on how we played previously and all that, but guarantee, rest assured, the coach is going to implement the same tactics. What we saw against Baroka was just a prelude of what is going to happen against Orlando Pirates. Cross the ball, hope Mato will flick it, hope Nukovic will flick it, hope Cardoso will head, hope for something that is not there, that is not coming. And that's what he's going to do against Orlando Pirates. And I can guarantee you, if he does that against Orlando Pirates, plays Manyama in the midfield, if he plays crosses and throw-ins, we're going to lose dismally against Orlando Pirates. And don't blame the defense. To be honest, this time around, that defense was doing very well until that goal. And it always guaranteed, if you are not playing football, always be guaranteed the teams are going to score against you. The teams are going to score against you. If you think you are going to let the team play football, going to allow Baroka to play football, guaranteed Baroka is going to win against us. Guarantee any team, any small team is going to score against us. And very disappointing football. Very disappointing football. I'm very disappointed right now. And I hope Gavin Hunt will let the boys play football. Will let the boys play the game. Play Mashiane, play Bloom, play Macheke, play Zuma, play Kyrean Baccus. Don't do favors. If Manyama is not performing, don't keep him in the game. If so-and-so is not performing, don't keep him in the game. If there's a right back, if Gezan is playing as a right back, don't try and find positions for Riff Rosler. Let him start from outside. There's nothing wrong with Riff Rosler starting from outside and coming in as a sub. There's literally nothing wrong. There was no reason to change that lineup. Otherwise, yeah, we need to go to Orlando Pirates. The coach has to think clearly. That is it from me. This is Dibalen Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, football from the fans' perspective. I would like to hear what you think about the game. Let me hear what you think about the game. For me, it's a very frustrating one. We're happy that we drew the game, but very frustrated. Love and peace.